Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Memphis Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Nevada. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
The Wolfpack need this third and short to keep the drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Lambert. Back open in the middle. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
He'll pull it down and run. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Nevada comes to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolfpack! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking to throw, it's nickel. Got his man on the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He's got it on the outside. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Henderson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw, it's nickel. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The quick out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Memphis needs to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Tiger! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The running back has it. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches.
He'll off one deep down the left side. It's complete, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nevada! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Flying out to the left. Past the 30. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he makes the extra point. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second.
Set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Turner. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if turning it on! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Working that left side now. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to pass. It's Lambert. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wolfpack trying to dig deep into the playbook on this 3rd and very long. He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab on the left. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Nickel. They've got the screen set up. Breaks the tackle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
42 Spider.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's nickel. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Henderson. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Memphis wants to move quickly. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Lambert. Oh, they're after him! And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Give to the running back. Gets it past the marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Wolfpack! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback, but these situations, you drop so many guys back deep. But as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Nevada set to kick off to start the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Whitted. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum. There he goes! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third-and-long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Memphis!
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Under fire. Using the quick game. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. On the ground, it's Turner. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Wolfpack, after that big run, might want to see if that just works again. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Wolfpack will have first and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Lambert. Into the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, Nevada. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Pitt looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp.
Off from the shotgun. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, we always talk about the importance on defensive tackling. This secondary, they're going to have to really play with great effort and do a better job tackling these wideouts.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Nickel. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Harding. He breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Nickel. It's complete. Touchdown, Memphis! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
32.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Back to pass, it's Lambert. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And some room to work. QB got it himself. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Rides to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nevada comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Nevada's moved this ball from deep in its own end, and now a little room to operate. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lambert. Safe completion on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 28 over East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
They go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. To the air, it's Nickel. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And this is easily the most important play call of the game now. 4th down, you're out of field goal range. You have to come up with a completion here to give yourself an opportunity to win this game.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys want to try to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
And this offense tries to run and unsuccessful. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And they're looking for a 4th quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. 1st and goal. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. And now, 4th quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. He wants to change this route. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's going for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. 2nd and goal coming up. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis.
And how about the clock management by this team? Taking all of the clock, scoring late now. All you got to do is finish it. The easy part. Bring out the kicker. Knock that PAT through the uprights.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Lambert. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it.